wish y'all would realize that those damn face shields do not work unless you have a mask on under it. Germs could still go right up under that damn shield. Like, just film the scenes without a mask on, and when you're done filming the scenes, put the mask back the fuck on. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for the 4th episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13. Okay, now I, for one, as y'all know, the last time I did a review on the Housewives of Atlanta was 2 weeks ago, and it was 3 days late, and I just walked right on off my damn set. But I can say that I have a couple of things to talk about on tonight's episode. This episode was slightly better than the last 3 that we've seen. Okay, so let's get into it. So Cynthia, Kenya, and Mallory, they go, I guess, to a yoga class. And, you know, they do this little fake-ass yoga shit that they do so they can get on and talk about the damn whatever they're here to talk about, okay? So then we're talking about Cynthia's wedding. Now, we're talking about how Cynthia acted a plumb fool 2 weeks ago when she was talking to Mike about her wedding and what she wanted for her wedding. And in Kenya's opinion, she feels like Cynthia only wants this to be a big show, and she broke down the fourth wall when she said, it's like you want it to be a big show. Like, fuck the COVID shit. You want it to be a big show. The only way you'll want to have this wedding is if it's filmed and everybody sees it, and that's all you want. But Cynthia is sitting up here saying that that's not the case. But Scotty is sitting in front of his TV saying that is the case. Because I don't know what the fuck else it is. I mean, let's just keep it 100. You know, y'all start filming in June and y'all be done filming by October. So you thought that this wedding would be the perfect season finale for the Housewives of Atlanta. But you just didn't know that COVID-19 was on her damn way. That's the only thing about it. But that's why you chose that damn date, because it coincides with the ending of filming. Ain't nobody stupid. I saw that cooking from a mile away like a pot of chitlins. I saw that from a mile away. I already knew what it was when you decided to pick that fucking day. So let's not act like this is not about a show, because it's definitely about a show. And the fact is, you know that there's like COVID restrictions out. Nobody wants to have no big ass super spreader wedding. So why are you trying to do that and putting everybody that you claim you love in all of this turmoil and all of this damn danger? It's still an illness out there that we can pick up, like the flu. The only difference is we got the flu under control after all these years. We ain't got COVID under control just yet, because this shit is just brand new. We still trying to figure out how we're going to get this shit under control. So therefore, I agree with Kenya 100% when it comes down to the Cynthia shit. She is straight up wanting this shit to be some big ass extravaganza so everybody can be there, get their ass sick, go home, and be quarantined for another 14 days and be missing out on money. That's what she wants. She's not thinking about the safety of everybody else. She's just thinking about herself, and it is very self-serving that she's doing that. Not thinking about putting everybody's health at risk. All in the name of having a big ass fairy tale ass wedding, which you could have after this shit comes the fuck down. If you really want to be with Mike and you really want to marry Mike, you can still get married on 10-10-20, but at the same time you can do it in a different manner. You can downsize the guest list. You can have it at a smaller venue. You could do that. Like that, you have enough time, if God allows you to have a big wedding when all of this shit is up with. But instead you want to sit up here and act like this is just your only thing that you can do. Like, girl, bye. Like, this already your second wedding on this fucking show. Calm the fuck down and think about what's more important, which is COVID. It's still here. So Candy and Kenya, they meet up together for some lunch, and they start talking about Kenya's conversation with Cynthia. Now, Kenya feels some type of way because she feels that she's done things to her friends that was very, despicable. Like fucking up the engagement for Cynthia. That was very much so despicable. And she deserved every fucking cussing out that Candy gave her ass all last season for that shit, because you don't fuck up nobody's engagement surprise like that. That was really fucked up, King, and you know what? I'm glad that you know that it was fucked up. I'm glad that you know that, because you was looking real crazy with that bullshit. But she wants to make things right with Cynthia, and she just wants Cynthia to know that she has her best interest at heart, regardless of whether she agrees or disagrees. She has her best interest at heart, and that's all that really matters. On Candy's end, she's like, listen, they were broke the first time they got it with her, but now she got a little bit more coins. She wants to do it big this time. But at the same time, you got to think about what's really going on right now. You can't do it the way you want to. You just got to calm the fuck down, do it right, and just move on. So to make up for ruining her engagement last year, Kenya wants to throw Cynthia a surprise engagement party. She wants to invite all the girls, but she wants all the girls to think that Candy is throwing the party, because she knows that if she throws the party, no one's going to come but Candy, Cynthia, LaToya. Rest of these bitches ain't coming. And that's sad. It's sad that the rest of these hoes won't be there. It's just fucking sad. But it looks to me like Candy wants no parts in this bullshit. She just don't. So then it goes into Porsha and her arrest. Now, Kenya is sitting up here questioning whether or not Porsha is doing this for the right reasons. She doesn't think that Porsha is genuine when it comes down to this whole situation about doing it for the black people and Black Lives Matter and all of this other stuff. She doesn't think that she's genuine about it. That's her own opinion. Everybody has their own opinions about whether or not Portia's doing it. But in the words of Candy Birds, like I said, regardless of how she's doing it, she's doing it. Because my ass ain't out there on the front line, doing the Black Lives Matter rallies and shit like that. Like they had like a Black Lives Matter rally like right around the block from me. I wasn't going out there because I ain't trying to catch COVID. So I wasn't trying to go out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, regardless of how she's doing it, she's still doing it. And I think that Kenya needs to let that shit go in as far as like questioning her efforts. But at the same time, what I did notice on Twitter was that people were talking about how much of a hater Kenya is of Porsha and how she's always speaking negatively of her. But what y'all fail to understand is, why are y'all sitting up here acting like Porsha didn't get this beef with Kenya started the fuck back up just towards the end of last season? Once she got back in good graces with Nene, she was right back to beefing with Kenya again. So if you want to blame anybody for this tired ass beef with Kenya and Porsha, blame Porsha, because she got this shit back started. And I know y'all probably gonna come for me, but this is a brand new year. It's 2021. I don't have time to go back and forth in the comments, so y'all can just drag me all you want to. My mods just gonna have to delete the comments. Ain't doing it this year. Better yet, I ain't gonna go into the next part, but yeah. Okay, so Ralph and Drew, they go into therapy. The therapist comes by their house. They talk about different things. Come to find out, Ralph has mommy issues. That's what it really goes down to. And a lot of these men do have mommy issues, and it shows as to how they treat their wives and treat their women. I can give you an example from when I was growing up and I saw how my stepfather would treat my mom. But it didn't dawn on me until I got older that he didn't really have a relationship with his mama, because his mama really didn't want him. Like, she didn't raise him. He was raised really by his grandmother, and he really didn't have much to go by when it came down to his mom. Like, they had a decent relationship, you know, as adults, but he was really a grandmama's boy. And it pretty much shows as to how he reacted to my mother and how he treated her. And a lot of these men, they be mad at their mama, so they take it out on the women that they're married to and the women that they're supposed to love. I see it all the time. Just like women with daddy issues, they can't they always looking for a man. They always looking for love from a man because they didn't receive it from the man that was supposed to be the first person to give, the first man to give it to them, and that's their father. I think my mom has daddy issues as well, because she's been, you know, because of the men that she chose, she never knew what real love from a man was, because she didn't have a father. She did have a grandfather that raised her, who showed her all the love in the world. But even though sometimes you have like these male mentors in your life, like your grandfather or uncle or something like that, that probably raised you, The longing for a father's love is the biggest thing, and that can really tarnish you sometimes because you keep looking for it in the wrong places because you didn't receive it from where you were supposed to receive it from. So I totally get that, and it totally explains why he's the way that he is. He feels like he's being emasculated by Drew. I don't see how she emasculates him, but I feel like he's the type of man that just wants Drew to just sit the fuck back, fuck me all day, cook and clean, raise the kids, and do as I say. And she ain't that type of chick. She's a Taurus after all. They're not gonna be that. So I think that's why he feels like he's emasculated. But the way that he treats her is no excuse. Like, you leave your wife for 3 days and don't tell her where you at, and then when you finally get back home, you still can't tell her where you was at. Like, you got a lot of growing up to do, Ralph, and for you to be so fine, you're so dumb and so toxic, and I just can't root for you. I think that Drew deserves so much better than what he is giving her. I think that she's a beautiful woman, and I don't know, Ralph, you need to get it together, child. You need to get your emotions together and need to talk to your mama if she's still here and just try to mend things with her so you can do right by your wife if you gonna stay with her. So Lauren calls Candy and Cynthia separately, invites them to a surprise party for Porsha. Now, Cynthia did ask Lauren, did Kenya get an invite? Lauren said that Kenya did not get an invite extended to her. Rightfully so. Kenya and Porsha don't get along, and Kenya would not be there for the right reasons. If it's involving the Black Lives Matter movement and what Porsha has done and them saying thank you to her, regardless of what some of us may feel about it, Kenya don't need to be there. I don't know why Cynthia felt like it would be a great idea to invite Kenya as her +1 when she already knows what the bad blood is between Kenya and Porsha. Like, Cynthia, don't be stupid all your life. You already knew what it was. So why would you try to invite Kenya to this shit? Why would you? There's no need for her to be there. Like, are you serious? No, ma'am. So then Cynthia invites Kenya to the party after she gets done talking to Lauren on the phone. Of course, Kenya got her snide remarks to make, saying, well, you know, I'll be there for a few minutes. I'll be there to support her, but, you know, I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to leave. Why go? Why go? I don't care if Cynthia invited you. Why go? This is a party that's about thanking Porsha for her efforts in the whole Black Lives Matter movement. You don't believe that she's doing it for the right reasons, so why go? I don't get it. Why go? Like, it's fake support because you really don't support it, because you really don't believe that it's genuine. So why go? Because Cynthia asked you to? No, bitch. If Cynthia asked me to go to a party like that and I knew I wasn't genuinely happy for her or genuinely thanking her for her efforts, I would not go. Because I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe you. I don't think you're genuine. I think you're doing it for a storyline. I think you're doing it for attention. Why would I go if I feel all those ways? Those are the same ways that Kenya feels. So why would she go? That's fake. Child, but fake wins on these shows. So then we get the bad news that Ralph's father passed away. He had a heart attack and now he's gone. And I kind of feel bad for Ralph. Y'all know that we've been dragging Ralph since the season started, and I just really did feel bad for him. But my condolences go out to Ralph and his family for the death of his father. And you know, I hope he took it well. Well, that's not a really good way to put it, because you don't take death well. Especially when it's a parent, you don't take that well. I hope he was able to get through it. Let me just say that. But my prayers go out to Ralph and his family. So Porsha and Tanya, they get together the day of the party and they start talking about Porsha and fucking Jermaine Dupri. Listen, it's funny when I see people on Twitter. Everybody's storyline is boring except Porsha's. Stop lying. Her shit boring too. Stop trying to make this girl out to be more than what she is. Her shit is boring too. I could really care less about this damn relationship with the animal keeper. Like, I could really care less about that because he don't mean her any good. All he's doing is fucking around on her. He buying her gifts to butter her up. He hasn't learned his lesson. Why is she still going back and forth with him? Because she got a child bound? It's toxic. And she needs to let well enough alone. But then she's sitting up here with these broads trying to make it sound like, you know what I'm saying, she's over him when she really ain't over a goddamn thing. She knows she's finna take him back, and that's gonna be her storyline for the rest of the damn season. I'm tired of her and Jermaine Dupri. I'm tired of it. So Cynthia calls Kenya as they're all getting ready for the party, and she lets Kenya know that Lauren disinvited Kenya. She didn't feel right about her being at the party. She didn't think that the energy would be good, and rightfully so. It wouldn't be good. So Kenya is pissed off. She looks back at the producer. She was like, did y'all know about this? And they was like, no, we just found out. Now she's mad about her hair and makeup. So then she calls Candy, and when she starts calling Candy, she starts talking shit about Porsha and what she's doing. But this is my whole point. Why even go? Why even try to get yourself prepared, get a makeup artist and get your hair done for some shit that you don't believe in? Like, that's stupid. This is the main reason why you shouldn't have been there in the first goddamn place. You don't believe that the bitch is genuine about anything that she doing in regards to this movement. So why go? And why are you mad? Lauren did the best thing possible. Just not let your ass come because y'all not in the best of spaces. Y'all not good and you don't believe in her movement. Just say you want to go for the camera time and that's that, because ain't no point of you even being that king. And that's just real talk. I don't even see why you want to go. You don't believe this. You don't believe this bitch. So what the fuck you going for? Okay, so LaToya, Cynthia, Candy, and Fallon, they're sitting down talking, and they were talking about kids and stuff like that. And Fallon, what's funny is Cynthia and Candy feel really old compared to these new girls. So when I'm hearing Candy and Cynthia feeling like elders when these new girls is coming along, I'm like, yeah, child, it's about time for y'all to be ushered right on out the door at this point. They're trying to make this a new show, so it look like Cynthia and Candy might need to exit stage left if they feeling old now. They like all this type of drama these new girls gonna bring. They're above this type of drama, so I know they need to go now. But then LaToya makes a comment about Fallon, and she starts saying that she looks like she dates older men. She'll do anything for a moment. I definitely can see that. Like, really? But Porsha arrives and she's surprised. She doesn't want to thank you from anyone about this, but she's very happy that they're there to support her, and she loves the girls. Candy invites all of them to Kenya's party, the all-white affair. It's a surprise party for Cynthia, and she wants to make sure all the girls is there. Candy said that she doesn't want to be a part of this shit no further than what she is, because this is not her party. This is Kenya's party, and that's all there is to it. She don't want no parts. Candy wants no parts of this shit, okay? And I don't blame her. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. This is my review on the Housewives of Atlanta. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, on my social media will be at the bottom, as well as the link to the podcast fundraiser for me and Jamar. The GoFundMe link will be at the bottom. Also, be on the lookout for tomorrow's panel. It will be the Whether You Like It or Not, the Reality and Gossip panel, which stars myself, Bundy Blue giving you the real tea, Jamie That's Me, Niecy Dixon spilling all the tea, and Josiah's World TV. We will be live and uncut tomorrow night at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Time, so be sure to tune in to that. Also, for other reviewers of this show, check out reviews from Niecy Dixon, giving you the real tea, spilling all the tea, Jamie That's Me, Bundy Blue, Ashley Miller, Erica Dinero, Rodney the Voice. If I'm not mistaken, Simply Sakina's doing reviews on this. The Brooke Ash is doing them. It's a couple of YouTubers out there. Forrest Rocks, James Colwell, Alexander Rogers, all you name them. Everybody I name, and some others that I probably forgot the name off the top of my head. Make sure you all support them. I'm all about unity. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.